That's so good. Today I have a really exciting video because the proof for my comic book has arrived, and I want to just talk through with you guys what I did and the quality of the product and what kind of my next steps are. So after thumbnailing the entire comic, I have been slowly going through and cleaning up the pages and adding tones and speech bubble and text, and it got to the point that I'd gotten the majority of the work done, but I could see the deadline fast approaching, and in a little panic of not knowing where to get things printed and what quality they would be, I decided to just send off a proof copy and see what it came back like, because I was nervous that it would all come back and the colours would be too dark or there would be some glaring errors, and I didn't want to do my first print run of 30 with potential mistakes all the way through. So I got most of the pages done, like I said, and I kind of made a mock-up of the cover that I'll show you, and I thought that's good enough. I'll find a company to print it and see kind of what the turnaround time on it would be, so I know how close to thought bubble I can carry on working on this before it just has to go to print. So after doing a bit of research and watching other people's printing stories and reviews of different companies, for the price point and the turnaround and also the easy upload and formatting, I went with a company called Mixam. I'd never used them before for anything. They seem to be on a few people's lists of like fairly good quality but really cheap, and so that's kind of where I was looking at just getting a proof done and to be the judge of whether it was a company that I would use for the full run of prints. Here's the details on getting that proof done. I uploaded all my files as a PDF, and this included quite a few pages that were still in the thumbnail sketch phase, but I just had to keep moving on that because it's been taking a while to get all the pages up to scratch, so I thought let's just get on with it. So for one proof with I think it was a gloss paper, black and white, 84 pages including cover, color cover and back cover. So all that for one copy was $29.49. So just under £30. I checked how much it would go up by if I added multiple copies, and it doesn't go up too dramatically. So I think just the setup is what the main cost covers, and then as you add however many prints you want, it kind of it gets cheaper per print is what I'm trying to say. So the website was really easy to navigate. You can click around and drag your pages around to have it in the exact layout you want. They also have a helpful page for how to include bleed and dead space on your paper, so you're not losing any important pictures or text in your panels. So it was all really helpful, and so far at that stage I would recommend, because it was pretty straightforward. While I keep talking through the process, I'm just, for something different to look at, going to show you what the proof cover looked like and then me working on the final piece, which, as you'll see, starts off looking very similar, just a cleaned up version of the original proof cover, but ends up in a bit of a different end space, which I'm far more happy with. But you know, it just takes a bit of trial and error to really find a cover that you feel like stands out and conveys the story. So then it took, I believe, a week to print and send back to me, which was a really quick turnaround, and I wasn't expecting it to be so fast, which bodes well because I'm still currently working on my comic for final printing, and so a week turnaround, that still gives me a month to get this done. It won't take that long. I'm hoping we've got a week max left to do it, but it was really comforting knowing that I can get the full thing finished and printed and receive it before I go up to Harrogate for Thought Bubble.
Before we go to the grand reveal, I just wanted to talk a bit more about the cover here. So the base of the story takes place in this little house that Margot is house sitting, and so I really wanted to have kind of that isolated feeling out in the house. And originally, the little mock-up I did, I had these like creepy 3 arms gripping the house, and it was kind of floating in space with very, I don't know, like traditional book fairy tale kind of borders, as you can see here, but I just didn't feel like that was looking good. Like when I actually cleaned it up, I felt like it lost a lot of the dramaticness of it. It didn't make, and just, yeah, wasn't reading well, didn't make me excited to pick it up if I were to see it on, you know, a bookshelf or something like that. So I really wanted to rework it. I then thought, like, this is my problem when I do something that I really enjoy or love at first. It's very hard for me to let it go if it's not working. So as you can see, I tried changing like the color, tried changing the background. I was desperate to keep these arms, and it just was getting worse and worse. And then I kind of started, like, I removed the arms and just kind of started surrounding the house with trees, and that was feeling more promising and feeling more exciting, and you could, you know, see Margot in the window better. And then I saw on Pinterest just a completely random picture, but it had this kind of pink and green color scheme, and it just popped out. It was so vibrant, and it made me so intrigued by, you know, the story that the picture was telling. And so then it was like game over. I'm like, okay, I gotta shake up the entire picture. Color needs to be different. I then went on, I think I just googled free fonts for commercial use for Procreate, and that's where I found like this kind of spooky font that I went with. But yeah, as you can see, we go through different iterations before finally landing on a cover I'm super stoked on. So yeah, it's definitely made me super excited now to get the proper final copy because I love this cover.
So the next part, which was exciting, was my proof arrived, and they actually sent me the copy I paid for and a free proof copy.
Oh, 2. Okay. Oh my goodness. I mean, I was nervous some of these darker ones were gonna come up and just look like completely dark. Ah, that's so good.
Which I thought was really cool and a nice way to see how consistent the printing is across 2 copies. It wasn't just a one-off. So that gave me more confidence in them, and let me show you how it came about. So this is a very rough proof. As you can see, the cover is just a little mock-up, nothing crazy. I got coloured for the back as well, and the inner sheet is also colour print, whereas the body of the comic is all black and white. I'll do a little close-up, but yeah, I mean, it's really cool to see my art in a book form like this. It's really exciting, and it was really helpful to do this because I realized that maybe I don't want my pages quite as glossy. Like, as you can see in the camera, different angles, you're getting a lot of glare off the page. And same with the cover, I don't need it quite as glossy. So that is a note to myself for when I do the full proper run of prints. I got the cover as I think 200 MSG, and the pages were maybe 130 MSG. I like the thickness of the pages. I think I might go a little thicker on the cover. It is just a little, I think it would feel nicer to have a bit more sturdiness in the front and back cover. But besides that, really happy with how it came out. It's not super crazy quality, like there are bends in the spine where you can see that the color has kind of come off a little. So there are like little things like that like you're paying a cheap price, so you're gonna get a few little, you know, it's not high quality. I think it's great, and I think it's so perfect for, if you haven't done this before and you want to print your own comic, I think it's a really easy gateway into trying that out without, you know, breaking the bank. But yeah, I'm actually really happy with it, and it's made me super excited for receiving the final with all pages completed and the proper new cover and everything. It's gonna be really cool.
I also just want to show you that these thumbnails really did make it into the proof. Yeah, still got a few pages to clean up so that they all look like these beautiful pages.
So, would I use this printing company again? I think you can tell from the video that yes, I would, as I'm going to be placing my order for the final copies in a week. I'll do an update video on the final piece, but really excited, really cool having it all in book form, and I would highly recommend, if you're wanting to just publish your own comic, doing this, because it's actually really fun and exciting seeing your artwork in this form. I think I'm going to do 30 copies for Thought Bubble. Then that will give me roughly 15 copies that I could potentially sell over the 2 days of the convention. I'll probably end up tabling with slightly less than 30 because I already have some friends and family who are wanting to purchase their own copy, so that's really cute and exciting as well. But yeah, really strange to know that other people are going to be reading my work and, you know, having it on their shelf potentially. And yeah, like I said, if you've got your own story brewing and you've been putting off doing it, create your own comic. It's really rewarding. It's really fun. I think that's all I've got for you guys today. I will start doing some convention prep videos as we get closer. I've got some more stickers coming through and some more prints that I'm trying out a online manufacturer to see the quality of those. So there are things ticking away as we're getting closer now, and I will definitely be vlogging the convention itself and letting you know the lead up, how it goes, and then obviously how the days go. I'll do a breakdown of costs and how I did, and, you know, pros and cons and all that sort of good stuff after the convention. So we got some good videos coming up. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this and found it helpful if you're thinking of doing your own comic, and I'll catch you all next week. Bye!